Non-vegan leader. Your karma is too heavy. It will drag you to hell for sure.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Programele noastre oferă multe limbi. Vă puteți uita pe suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The severe weather event forced the state to adopt a rotation of power outages. This caused thousands of Houston residents to stay home without electricity for long periods of time. Without hesitation, Mr. Jim McIngvale opened his mattress showrooms to shelter hundreds of people in Houston and offered them hot food. Please continue watching to find out more.
Delightful viewers, I'm Ronald. The Apache would like to say Danjo to visitors, meaning hello in Jicarilla, one of the Apache languages spoken in the Apache Nation. The spiritual people of the Apache Nation wish that your days are always filled with nature's grace and splendor. Welcome to our show titled Being Guardian Angels for Each Other, Part 2 of 2. Continuing from last week's program, we are going to introduce more heartwarming stories that show how people give unconditionally of themselves. Your small, kind actions may save a person's life. Such is the case for our first story from Texas, USA. Since 1984, Mr. Marcos Perez, a Shining World Compassionate Hero Award laureate, has been donating platelets every 2 weeks. As of March 2021, he has donated 962 times, totaling more than 450 liters, and saved about 3,000 lives, according to Miss Ashley Frolick, the communications specialist at South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. Initially, his action was inspired by Tony Aguilar, a co-worker of Mr. Perez's father. In the 1960s, there was no blood bank. Mr. Aguilar was the one who rolled up his sleeves for a transfusion to save Mr. Perez's life when he was born prematurely. When Mr. Perez reached the age that allowed him to donate platelets, he started his good deeds to pay it forward. His persistent donations are important for the blood center because there is always someone in need of platelets, such as a cancer patient. Mr. Perez told Fox News, "If someone was there for me, why can't I be there for someone else?" What a generous and thoughtful person you are, Mr. Perez. We are touched by your dedication to help others in need. There is a Chinese saying, "Never fail to do anything good which you deem as petty." Every good deed, however small, has value. Even a smile or offering treats to animals can make a difference. A kind man presents us with this example. Mr. Chad Turns has been a driver for UPS, a package delivery company, in Dauphin, Pennsylvania, USA, for more than 10 years. He knows everyone in this small town. He loves dogs and never forgets to hand out biscuits to them on his service route. He has been working 60 to 70 hours a week during the pandemic to deliver packages and ensure that all items are well received by customers. Most importantly, he delivers every parcel with a smile. His kindness and excellent service have touched the hearts of the residents in the Dauphin community. So much so that 2 of Mr. Turns' customers, Adam and Jenny Shickley, decided to set up an account named A Gift for Chad, Dauphin UPS Man, on PayPal, an online payment system. It was a vehicle to raise money to buy a thank you gift for Mr. Turns to express their appreciation for his service to the community. At the beginning, the Shickleys had a goal to raise $500, but they received over $1,000 from all over town. In early March 2021, Mr. Turns was making a scheduled delivery at the town's local government office when, to his surprise, 60 of his customers were there, throwing him a safe and socially distant party to thank him. Many of the residents brought more gifts and personal thank you notes for Mr. Turns. Helping each other doesn't mean we have to do something big to change people's lives. By showing a smile or giving a little money to people in need, you brighten their days with happiness and hope. You create a miracle in the world. In a January 2nd, 2006 lecture in the UK, Supreme Master Ching Hai elaborated on how we can make miracles for others. The following is an excerpt.
Just think good for others, yeah? Do good to others. And that's a miracle that you're making every day. You are the miracles, okay? You are the miracles for other people, for yourselves, for the less fortunate. That's what heaven is made of. We comfort them with our thoughts, with our speech, with our loving kindness. So we have a chance to do that every day. Maybe just 50 cents to a homeless for warm tea, maybe £1 for someone else, yeah, who is sick and couldn't work, something like that. Maybe just a cup of coffee for the neighbor when she couldn't get out. Maybe buy her some medicine when she needs to go to the pharmacy and she can't, yeah? Maybe just any little things, okay? Because those are miracles. To some people who cannot get it, it's a miracle.
We will now pause for a constructive message and be back with more loving stories. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Vegan, because if we know the truth, can we do the opposite? Welcome back to Being Guardian Angels for Each Other, Part 2 of 2 on Supreme Master Television. What may seem like a small gesture may be the whole world to someone else. Let's see an example in our next story. Mail carrier Tawana Perter is a miracle worker. She brings people surprises and hope. Last November, when her mail truck arrived at a house decorated with birthday balloons in Opelika, Alabama, USA, a 6-year-old boy, Chip Matthews, rushed out. Miss Perter immediately knew that day was Chip's birthday. Apart from delivering a pile of boxes and a greeting card to Chip, she checked her pocket and surprised the little boy by giving him a dollar bill and 4 quarters as a birthday gift. It was an unexpected present for the kid who had been saving to buy a Spider-Man action figure. Chip's mother, Miss Bonnie Matthews, was very touched because she had lost her job as a school counselor during the pandemic, and Miss Perter's kind gesture brought her and her family hope. Miss Matthews wishes that Chip and his 8-year-old sister will remember the good and the kind and the giving when they grow up. This is something the 42-year-old letter carrier, Miss Perter, does all the time. She helps people out no matter who they are and frequently surprises individuals with a bit of money to help them pay for groceries or other daily goods. She said to a journalist for the Associated Press that her actions are paying the kindness of others forward because they helped her overcome the time when she experienced job insecurity. Dr. Omar Atik is a medical oncologist who managed a cancer clinic in Pine Bluffs, a town in Arkansas, United States, for 29 years. In his 40 years of providing medical services, Dr. Atik never turned his patients away simply because of the absence of insurance or funds. Last March, he decided to close the clinic and had to deal with the outstanding debts of his patients. At the very beginning, he worked with the billing company for months, trying to find solutions for the owed funds. Eventually, he decided to clear all of the debts, totaling more than $650,000 US. Before Christmas in 2020, Dr. Atik sent notices to about 200 of his patients to inform them that the clinic was closed and their debts had been erased. Dr. Atik told the American television program Good Morning America, "I saw patients over the years who just didn't have anything or who went bankrupt trying to pay for their treatment. In many ways, it seems like a totally unfair situation." He added, "I just hope that it gave them a little sigh of relief and made it easier for them so they could face other challenges they may be facing in their lives." Dr. Atik's decision eliminated his patients' financial pressures and truly made their lives much easier. A compassionate doctor indeed. Being of service to those in need is in the heart of Mr. Jim Mackingvale, the founder of Gallery Furniture in Texas, USA. This February, an unusual winter storm hit Texas. The severe weather event forced the state to adopt a rotation of power outages. This caused thousands of Houston residents to stay home without electricity for long periods of time. The outside temperature was minus 5 degrees Celsius. Without hesitation, Mr. Jim Mackingvale opened his mattress showrooms to shelter hundreds of people in Houston and offered them hot food. This was not the first time Mr. Mackingvale opened his stores to those in need. In 2017, when Hurricane Harvey hit Texas and caused thousands to be displaced from their flooded homes, Mr. Mackingvale also used his showrooms to provide shelter to people. Mr. Mackingvale told Fox News, "We're here to benefit the community. That's what we've always done, and we have a responsibility for the well-being of the community. We're trying to live up to that." He added, "The essence of living is giving." Mr. Mackingvale, you absolutely live up to that saying. Thank you to all the beautiful souls featured today. Your selfless actions have brought hope, love, and comfort to people in need. Your unconditional giving has created various miracles for the world. We admire your good deeds and hope that all human beings follow in your footsteps to help each other and generously offer a hand when needed. By doing so, together, we can build a compassionate haven in the world. Brilliant viewers, thank you for joining us today. Coming up next is A President Should Protect His People's Lives, Part 3 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May God's peace and love always reside in your heart. Vegan, your soul is saying thanks.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.